I guess it don't really need to be on video, but I've had this song run through my head for the last few days, so I'll try and sing it as it's been coming out. I actually got stopped by an officer for, singing and such, but I've been working on a clean energy process for quite some time. And I'm from Fresno, California, if that matters. But 99 said red balloons. This one's for you, so close your eyes and make a wish. Now open them and take a breath. I know it's dark, but up in that sky, it's big and blue, and there's a reason why. Well, I'm sitting by the freeway, out the back of all of them. You got to have imagination, then you'll see what's in my head. Not just grass, all new plants too give off green gases. Well, that's true, until they mature about 2 years. That's when they start to filter air. But them other things, like cars from pumps, and some might get a little frustrated with this one though. It is a military term, in fact, a donkey dick. Excuse me, sorry, I apologize for that. But in your gas hole, they do feel. But should it be that way? That's pretty clear. In your glass hole, you shouldn't fit such things like dongs and keys and other, I don't know, it just seems strange to me. But I've been working on this clean energy process. I even got me some physics to a friend, his name is Doug, and his other friends, they climbed upon this thing it's got a name. But that's not important, right? Here to say, it's a bit of, it's physics stuff. I'm pretty good at it, and that's kind of weird, but I am, it's true. I've had a few things printed too. They've all gone through peer review. They've been proven and touched and blessed with math. I mean, much of this world runs on math, but I do it with the value of different stuff. I use my heart and I use my mind. I love my children. Yeah, there's no questioning that. I love people. I like trees. Not exactly a tree hugger, but these are the things that we breathe in when they breathe out. I'm just saying, it might sound crazy, might sound strange, but you and I can make a change. This feels real weird. I got stopped not too long ago. It's finally gotten warm, as you should know, but the polar bears are turning brown. As that polar cap, it got a crack, and in the ocean it did fell. Like Halloween, dry ice and punch. Oh, that Kool-Aid, man, he's a gas. But out the top, there came some fog. That's what that polar thing was like. That's why we had such a long, wet spring. Although it's the first time in years without a drought about right here. But that's kind of normal, and that's a fact. I remember the 80s, just like that. I was one of the older, and that's just me. I'm not the oldest of my extended family, but by the time I could get in that bath, oftentimes it was brown like my flesh. I got a little darker quick once the sun, it's warm here already. we did have a long spring. And yeah, well, my name's Tony, Jerry Anthony Witt. Live in Fresno. You know, we're known for ag, but I did design a clean energy process. And well, there are some really odd things in physics. Not everybody knows. I'm still learning. But, you know, Stephen Hawking said a couple things that made me feel like I'm the one carrying a torch. And we all crawl on wheels. Well, most of us. I've converted to a bicycle, pedal my own. But that's just my own weight. And I'm not trying to change everything, just trying to make it better. But when Albert Einstein's sister was born, and this is crazy because I feel a connection to him and lots of beautiful people, you know. Just, yeah, I don't have a lot of heroes at the top. Most of the heroes I know are just everyday folk. Lately, you know, like, I've been working on this for 10 years. I first thought of the idea in 2008. I brought, you know, some work to a patent attorney. I'm not a rich guy. As a matter of fact, I'm kind of homeless. But I am taking a class for, you know, I decided of all ways of doing this, it seemed right to do it NonProFit. I've got a roundabout guess of what something like this could be worth. You know, I know it's true value too. Not trying to make valuations or reevaluate anything, or maybe I am. I don't know. But I mean, seriously, I mean, artificial intelligence, they say that's worth about 19 trillion. Our energy needs, I mean, and they keep climbing. You know, this has taken me 10 years. I haven't done anything but pay into it. The closest thing I've gotten to my name is the definition of gravity. But I have taken ideas to physics at Fresno State, which I've been told is an ag school. But they've already proven some of the work I've brought them. And I am working on an energy thing. Einstein explained E equals MC squared. Being an ag town and having energy, and gravity being, you know, a capital G thing, I think we've shown a bit of age. But the nonprofit I'm starting is called Blue. Well, Blue Limited. I might change the spelling to it a little bit because it's tied to a color, you know, green like a lime. So, lime tide, you know, it's kind of like a tie-dye, but who wants to die, really? You know, because 99 of them red balloons, but this one's big and blue, I guess. Turn it around and then you'll see. That's just us looking up. There's lots of colors to this thing. Well, just about. I think that's all of them. Well, everyone I know and see. There's a reason for this crazy thing. Spent more than a decade on. And I just, you know, I'm not ready for it to be done. But Elon's got another red one. Just in case we can't get it together. But you know, I know we can. Between the changes and the original one, you know, I know that intellectual property is mine. The science that makes it or identifies its source, I think it's worth $1 trillion, I guess. But with the changes that I could invest, I think that's another $1 trillion there. Not like MC squared. I'm not trying to multiply $1 trillion by $1 trillion. You know, I'm just trying to do some decent stuff. I'm going nonprofit. You know, I'm just a normal human. And yeah, I mean, Al explains Oh, I didn't even finish that part. Whenever he first met his sister, I mean, he was young. Some things feel like destiny, yet you do have to manifest them, because it's not exactly easy. But he did ask, where are her wheels? You know, like I've spent a lot of time in my thoughts, in mine. With Al, with Steven, a guy named Bob. You know Bob. Not the kind you fish with. He doesn't even eat meat. Guy full of dreads, but always talking about love. And lots of other people, you know. John Lennon. Imagine. Doesn't mean there's no heaven. But this one's, you know, it's pretty important. And yeah, it's a little dark. It's dark out. I tried to find a place that I feel kind of comfortable, close to my children. They're with their mom now. She's doing pretty good. They're doing all right. I've had this on my mind for a very long time. It's kind of stressed them out a bit too, you know. But the kids seem to know the truth more than many of us adults. And I'm just one. We all have opinions, but I've been working on this for so long, it's all I know anymore. You know, there are people that believe in me, but they're all everyday people. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of heroes at the top. There are a couple, you know. I don't want to be exactly like them, but I see people that do wonderful things. They've changed the world, you know, but with good comes bad and bad comes good. And just trying to do something decent. You know, like becoming homeless for this, I've noticed a lot about the homeless population. Some of the more decent people I've met, and everybody has troubles, you know. We spend a lot of time judging each other rather than doing what we really need. And the biggest change we need to make is obvious, you know, but we're all busy pointing fingers at others. I mean, yeah, I'm a douchebag because I'm homeless, I guess, but I mean, I can't do this by myself, and I can't give it to others. You know, it is mine. I'm supposed to do the right thing with it. I guess that's about it. Yeah, Clue Limited. There is another one, but that's, you know, it's kind of a throwback. It's TDK, and my kids would probably be embarrassed, but that's all right. You know, it is technically my job to take care of my children. You know, I'm not a perfect person, I'm just a human being, like everyone. We're always trying to be better than each other, racing each other, or even call each other different races. There's only one. We're all human. Sometimes it's hard to be humane, or feel like people are being humane, or even feel like one of them. But yeah, I guess that's all I got to say, I guess. But with ag and gravity and energy, you know, I think we've come to an age of understanding. It is our job as parents, adults, humans, to realize we can change the face of the earth we live on, for good or bad. And yeah, seen people at the 50-yard line, half court. You know, people, judges at court, used to wear wigs, still wear robes or gowns or whatever, but they'll judge you like human beings sometimes rougher, sometimes not. You know, our chiefs, they don't wear headdresses anymore. And stars, there's a lot of us. I mean, I'm just normal. The ones in my life are just normal people too. So, but yeah, I'm going to school. I'm not exactly sure when I start. Should be soon. And I'm taking a class for a NonProFit. I don't want to talk political, but, you know, even our president got hit for not running his correctly. And, you know, I hope we're all in this together. I know it's hard. You know, it is hard making choices, but I do believe a leader's place is to find other leaders and work together. Yeah, that's all I really got to say. But Bill Gates, you got this clean energy thing, hopeful, and I guess I can't give it to you. I guess that would take paperwork. You know, but I'd love to work with you and quite a few other people. I don't know what some people have done, but I see them trying. Living pretty normal lives, all things considered, trying to do good with their kids and good for others. And I've been talking a long time. That feels weird for me. But yeah, the math for my gravity one's easy. Came with a whole lot of work from some people from Fresno State. You know, I've had I don't know how many papers anymore. You know, I'd count 1, 2, 3. I know 1 is luck and 2's a fluke. But by 3 and 4 and 5 and such, you're on the right track to something good, I hope. Like, yeah, challenged a few people's ideas that we've held